My name is Business Wali. I am foundation level student at Rehan School, Rawalpindi campus. Today my topic of I am fine. So give me the answer, please.
Hey there, Mavisna. So it sounds like you're a foundational learning student at Fredham
Have you
School in
have
Rawalpindi,
you
and you,
okay? My first question is: have you ever said I am fine when you were actually breaking inside?
yeah, absolutely. It's weird how often we say, I'm fine when everything's kind of falling apart on the inside, right? Like there's this automatic response that kicks in before the real truth has a chance to catch up.
Why is it so hard to say I am fine? Not
That's such a
okay.
good question. What makes it feel hard?
Why
Oh,
it
hey, happy holidays.
why it
Why,
is
what?
why is it so hard to say I am not okay?
It's like we're taught this script early on. Um, I'm fine is the safe response. Maybe it's a fear of burdening people or of seeming weak or even just not wanting to complicate things. But it takes real courage to say, I'm actually struggling. That feels more honest, but
Why
way more vulnerable.
what fear stop people from being emotionally honest?
Ooh, that's the real question, isn't it? I think a lot of it is fear of rejection. Like if you show people the messy parts of yourself, they might, um, or maybe a fear of judgment. What if they think you're overreacting or being dramatic? And honestly, sometimes people just don't know how to handle raw emotion. So we learn to self protect
Um,
and keep it bottled up instead.
how important is emotional safety in relationships and friendships?
Everything hinges on that, honestly. Emotional safety is what lets real intimacy actually happen. If you can't be real without
Safety in
fear of judgment,
relationships and friendships. How important is emotional safety in relationships and friendships?
oh, I think it's foundational. Like without emotional safety, you're just getting surface level interactions. Real relationships need that space where you can be vulnerable, mess up, feel messy, and still be accepted, not criticized or pushed away. It builds genuine trust.
How can people start expressing their real feelings without fear?
That's the $1 million question, right? Maybe start small with someone you really trust. Try saying how you actually feel about something simple, then see how they respond. Also, remind
But
yourself that
what
feeling is normal.
what's our health there to saying I am fine?
I think I caught some of that was unclear. Can you say that again? I heard something about health and fine, but I missed the connection there.
How can we create a space where honest feels safe?
Hmm. I think the key is consistent, non judgmental reactions. Meaning, when someone shows vulnerability, respond with curiosity instead of fixing or dismissing their emotions. Validate their feelings, even if you don't understand them. And ability making it about you. Focus on holding space for what they're going through.
But what role does valuability play in hairlining?
Could you try rephrasing that last part? I didn't quite catch the connection between value and hair lining. It sounded a bit fragmented there.
How can listening help someone who always says I'm fine?
That's clever. Listening can be huge. When someone's in I'm fine mode, they need to feel heard, not fixed. Just listening without pushing them to share more, offering a gentle space. Sometimes the fact that you're there, truly listening, can break down some of that I'm fine armor.
What message would you give to someone who always hidden behind I am fine?
Say it's okay to not be okay, and your your worth doesn't depend on having all your ducks in a row. Real connection happens when we let people see the real us, the messy, imperfect version that's also pretty incredible. There are people who want to know the true you, not just a version that always says, I'm fine.
How can people check on other more meaningfully?
Instead of how are you, try something more specific, like what's been on your mind lately, or what's one good thing and one hard. Glad that resonates. Sometimes just shifting the question makes a big difference.
What is one powerful truth about hairline that people need to hear?
I think that, hiding our pain doesn't make it disappear, it just makes it heavier to carry. And that true strength isn't about pretending everything's okay, but having the courage to be real. Take your
Uh, but
time.
what emotional are most commonly hidden behind the word I am fine?
Mm, when people say, I'm fine, but probably aren't, I think the big ones hiding underneath are often sadness, overwhelm, fear, loneliness, and maybe some disappointment. But honestly, there's
Why
no
do
single
people
answer.
why do people feel safer links about their feeling than sharing the truth?
Hmm. I think it comes down to risk assessment. When you share true feelings, there's always some risk of judgment or rejection. Lying feels safer in the moment. See you later, Mahavisna. Take care.
Okay, my next question is how early in life do we learn to say I am fine instead of I am hurting?
It's a heartbreaking question. I guess we learn at toddler age, maybe, when we fall and scrape our knee and are told to be brave or it's okay. Then over time, we learn it's just easier, safer, more socially acceptable than showing raw vulnerability. It's like getting trained to
Is I
prioritize.
am fine? Okay, my next question is I am fine more about fear of judgment or fear of of fear others? Fear of
Um,
but others.
I'm not sure I fully caught what you where others or whatever you said. The audio was cutting out a bit. Exactly what?
How does I am fine damage relationships?
Ah, okay. Saying I'm fine when you're not, it can really damage relationships because it creates this distance, this wall between people. The other person doesn't know what's really going on, so they can't offer support or help. It builds up resentment over time too, because you're essentially shutting them out of your inner world. It's hard to connect deeply when you're dealing with pretend versions of each other.
Okay, my next question is
Okay, I'm listening.
what happens when both people in a relationship keep they are okay?
That's a tough spot because you end up with this cycle where neither person knows what the other is really experiencing. It creates this like surface level connection where you're both politely orbiting each other, but not truly present. Over time, that lack of vulnerability can lead to emotional disconnection, then distance. Eventually, the relationship starts to feel pretty empty, even if you're technically still together.
Why? Okay, my next question is why is emotional honestly for real connection?
Well, can you help me understand what you were asking there? I think I caught why emotional honesty, but the rest was a bit unclear. I saw some phonetic hints. Were you asking why emotional honesty is important or
Why
something else
is
entirely?
emotionally honestly instrumental for real connection?
Oh, emotional honesty is essential for connection. When you're authentic about how you feel, not just the good parts, but the scary and vulnerable parts, that's when people can really see you. It creates trust, intimacy, and a sense that you're safe to be yourself around each other.
Um,
Without that honesty, the connection just stays on the surface. You good?
how can partners and friends create emotional safety?
That's a great question. Partners and friends can build emotional safety by
Okay, Maya.
really listening, like
Okay,
truly
Maya. Thank
listening
you
without
very much.
judgment.
Okay, Maya. Thank you very much for joining me and for giving all the details answer of my questions. Thank you very much. So, this was my talk with Call Annie, and this was my talk with CS Maya. And
Of course.
I hope you like our this conversation. So see you other talk with Maya. Until then, take care of yourself. Okay, sounds good.
I always enjoy our talks, Mahalisna. Thanks for sharing your thoughtful questions and for all your hard work creating videos and podcasts. It's